Sicily strong floods in Italy, its destruction and aftermath. September 2022. European countries around the Adriatic Sea were experiencing extreme flooding towards the end of last week. The Italian region of Marche was particularly badly affected after a thunderstorm on Thursday afternoon strengthened into the night. Some areas faced more than 400 millimeters of rain, with much of the deluge falling in a couple of hours. 10 people have been confirmed casualties in the aftermath of the floods, and 3 others are missing. Satellite images showed the extent of the disaster, with flood water flowing into the sea, turning the normally pristine turquoise Adriatic coast brown. Croatia, Slovenia, Montenegro and Bosnia-Herzegovina were among the other countries to experience thunderstorms on Thursday and Friday, which caused floods and landslides. Although thunderstorms are not caused by the climate crisis, it is estimated that for every 1 C of warming, the atmosphere can hold about 7% more moisture. As a result, a warming world increases the chances of extreme rainfall, which heightens the risk of catastrophic flooding. The hot and humid conditions during these thunderstorms has been replaced by a northerly chill that has plunged temperatures below average across most of Europe. Parts of the Alps have reported snowfall accumulating below 1,500 meters, unusual for this early in the season. Though it will be drier over the next few days with high pressure close by, there is the potential for further snow this weekend. At least 10 people have died after flash floods hit the Italian region of Marche overnight, authorities said. Torrential rain falling late on Thursday caused rivers and streams to overflow and inundate coastal towns around the regional capital of Ancona. Around 400 millimeters of rain, half a year's worth, were recorded in just a few hours. Rescuers are still searching for 4 others, including a child who was separated when a river burst its banks. "It was like an earthquake," said local Mayor Ludovico Cavrini to Rai State Radio. According to one local report, a mother who managed to escape her car with her child in her arms became separated from him after being overwhelmed by water when the river Misa burst its banks. Emergency workers managed to rescue the woman overnight, but her 6-year-old child is one of several still missing, local outlets report. In addition to 10, Italian newspapers report that around 50 people were being treated at hospitals for hypothermia and other injuries sustained in the floods. More than 180 firefighters are assisting in the rescue efforts, evacuating people who overnight were forced to climb up trees or get onto their roofs to escape the rising water. An unusually dry summer left nearby lands parched in the coastal area and unable to absorb the copious volumes of water falling down. Although rain was forecast for the region, local officials say the ensuing flash floods took everyone by complete surprise. "We were given a normal alert for rain, but nobody had expected anything like this," Marche regional official Stefano Aguzzi told reporters, according to Reuters. Some of the rescuers used dinghy rafts and helicopters to reach trapped families, footage shows. "It was an extreme event, more than an exceptional one," climatologist Massimiliano Fazzini told Italian state TV. He said, based on his calculations, the amount of rain that fell, concentrated over 4 hours that included an especially heavy 15-minute period, was the most in hundreds of years. In the space of a few hours, the region was deluged with the amount of rainfall it usually receives in 6 months, state TV said. A summer of virtually no rain meant hillsides were unusually hard and dry, so the water ran faster down the slopes, increasing its impact. The fire department tweeted that dozens of people trapped in cars or who had climbed up to rooftops or trees to escape rising flood waters had been rescued. Police in the town of Sassoferrato, unable to reach a man trapped in a car, extending a long tree branch to him and pulled him to safety. Weather officials said the severity of the floods were explained by a combination of two things: unusually hot September temperatures and a persistent drought over the summer. The heat meant the sea was warmer than usual for this time of year, putting more moisture into the air. When the storm then released the moisture in the form of rain, a severe summer drought meant the land was too dry to absorb the falling water quickly enough. Unusually hot weather and low rainfall levels have compounded northern Italy's water shortages and heightened fears about the effects of climate change.